Hey, what's going on? Today I want to talk about healthcare because last night in Massachusetts, we made a really big mistake. And not so much in electing a guy that likes to get naked, because that's okay, everybody gets naked sometimes, but we made a mistake in that we started politicizing healthcare again. And I've blogged about it before, but I've never sat down and really talked to anybody about it, especially you. You are my age, you are my peers, most people who view this are probably going to be in and around my age, so it's very important that you understand that your healthcare, your health, your well-being is being politicized, and that's wrong. Every time I hear the word healthcare debate, think about that for a minute. That means that your health and your well-being are being politicized. Your health has become a commodity. And health isn't a commodity. Cars are a commodity. Wheat, barley, coffee, gold, those are commodities. Health is not a commodity. Health is a basic human right that, as an industrialized nation, we need to recognize. We're the only industrialized nation that doesn't have a single-payer universal health care system or something along those lines. You know what I'm trying to say? Is it going to be expensive? Of course it's going to be expensive. It's going to cost a lot of money because there's a lot of people here that we need to insure. But in the United States, we're guaranteed three things: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And to me, life means you're alive. And if you're not alive and you're dying, it doesn't even matter. You can't have liberty in the pursuit of happiness because you're dead. 45,000 people every year die in the United States because they don't have access to proper health care. You want to make a big deal about Haiti? Okay, 200,000 people are going to die in Haiti. That's how many people die every 5 years in the United States because they don't have access to universal health care. That means from 2005 to now in 2010, that's how many people have died in the United States, and that's not sounding alarm bells. What we're missing out on here is this. You should not have to decide between paying for healthcare and paying for food. There's a lot of senior citizens, people that fought in World War II and great wars right now that have to choose between medicine and food, and that's wrong. There's people that have to choose between feeding their kids and giving their kids healthcare, and that's wrong. There's a lot of children in the United States that don't have any choice in whether or not they have health care. So when you say, hey, I don't want to pay for other people's health care, it's not my job, it's not that you're paying for everybody's health care. We're all paying for each other's health care at some point. And we need to do that for each other. As human beings, we need to understand that it can happen to anybody. And if you don't think it can, I have some news for you. You could get cancer. You could get sick. Bad things happen to you. My aunt's neighbor got pancreatic cancer and lost his house. He went into foreclosure because he couldn't afford his medical bills and in his house payment, his mortgage. That's wrong. We're the only nation in the industrialized world where this happens, where people lose their houses because they get cancer. These are hardworking American people that are being penalized because politicians are working in the interest of healthcare companies, giant companies, people that are pouring in money to scare you, okay? Change needs to happen. Change is scary sometimes, but it needs to happen because everybody in the United States wants to be healthy. The only people that don't want you to be healthy are the people who profit from you not being healthy. Healthcare companies. Because if it's not profitable for them to insure you, they don't want you. Your health should not be a profitable margin. It should be a right. When your health becomes a profitable thing, you're a commodity again. You know, when people were commodities back in the 1860s, we called it slavery. Now we have something different. It's called healthcare companies, where your health becomes a commodity and your general welfare becomes something that they can trade around and have risk portfolios built around. You shouldn't have a risk portfolio built around you. That's wrong. So as Americans, we need to come together and quit allowing politicians to create debates about things like how much it's going to cost in tax. Of course it's going to cost a lot of money. We all know this, but shouldn't we all want this? Is this not something we all can agree on? It's ridiculous. So now, bipartisan politics, if you want to say, hey, we're going to have some bipartisan agreements, I'm a Republican. We should all get together in this and say, hey, you know what? I get sick sometimes. And if I lost my house, that would suck. And oh man, I wouldn't want to lose my entire life because I got sick, because that would really suck. But it happens to people. It happens to people every day. So, America, I implore you, share this around. It's going to be on YouTube, of course, where I'm hosting it. But get it around. Spread your message, because we're young people. I'm 23 years old, and there's a lot of people, say 18 to 30, who can agree with me on this. That healthcare is outrageous. We shouldn't pay as much as we're paying. It's wrong. And we can fix this, but we just have to all talk together and say, hey, look, we don't support healthcare companies. We support our general health. We support ourselves. We don't care about profit margins of these healthcare giants. We care about being healthy for each other, and if it means we got to pay a little bit more, we're going to do it. All right?